So I got a little problem, right? Problem is since I've been off, my sleeping patterns have been all over the freaking place. Oh my goodness. Look at how yellow it is out there already. Look at all the little dandelions coming back with a vengeance. Son of a horse. He thinks he's a puppy. Oh, he is a puppy. Let's go check the front yard and see how its dandelion situation is. Oh, not really any. That shit actually did do its job. Just not that well because there's a lot of crabgrass out there. Alright, we'll strike it again while the fire is hot. First I gotta take a piss. I think tonight it's gonna be time to take the razor to my head again. Frig sakes. But yeah, my sleeping patterns are all dicked. It's currently 3:47. I'm just getting out of bed now. 3:40 friggin' 7. I'm just getting out of bed now. What the hell is going on? You know? Or have I been up for a while and I'm just saying that? See? You don't know that. I could have been up since 11. I could have already brought my car to the mechanic and had him looked it over and him tell me it's okay. And I'm good to go. Now it just depends on financing. Finances. Love that kind. You know, I don't want to drive down to Blokes and then drive back and not have any money for next week because I still have a week off after this, right? So, gotta see what we can see and do what we can do. Skippers! Skippers! Skippers!
God.
Hey, are you ignoring me over there?
I'm trying to, but you keep calling my name.
Dude.
What?
Scampers.
Leave me alone. What's the matter?
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to eat food. Leave me alone.
Oh.
Jesus.
Okay, well, have at her. How to annoy your cat, apparently. Just say her name over and over and over again. Gradually she'll get pissed off and look away from you and then look at you and stuff. Well, I'm going to go drive this dirty little disaster into me. Later on tonight, we're going to head over to Canadian Tire. I don't want to go right now because the school buses are out on patrol. Because they're picking up the kids and stuff. I think Bingo just let out too. Just checking the comments on my 5-day vlog because I kind of sort of had a meltdown on day 4 because Oreo and Scampers didn't let me sleep all night. And yeah, he just was shitting on the carpet, just being a little asshole that whole day, and I had a huge meltdown that night. Big times, and I was expecting worse comments, but people don't seem to care, so that's pretty awesome. Well, they care, but you know, they all commented positively, and this vlog actually has more comments on it now than any other vlog I've made, so that's pretty awesome. Looks like we're expecting more thunderbangers in the evening. Okay, I just had to have a crap and then put on my belt, and we're gonna head off to Canadian Tire right now. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long to get there. Hopefully traffic's not dicked. Hopefully Bingo isn't letting out again. I don't know when Bingo runs. I just know around 2:30 you don't want to be anywhere near airport in O'Brien because you're not going anywhere. That's the way she goes. Holy crap, she's chilly out today. Yeah, look at how much damaged dandelions there in the front yard. Some are coming back, but a lot of them didn't like the drink I gave them. I think if I see that stuff on sale at Crappy Tire, I'm gonna grab more of it. What the hell is this? Studio 780 Productions. Fucking what? Okay, we got some interesting mail to look at when we get home. But I need to grab that belt because we need a new one of these. I need one of those bolts, but I can't remember where I put them because they're on the old barbecue. Here we go. I'll grab one of these. I wonder if these would be a good size. Let me do some sizing real quick. I'll be right back. What a difference in weather today compared to yesterday. My goodness. Friggin' yesterday it was plus 29 C out, muggier than frig. And today it's 14 C out, but it feels like 9 with the wind chill. Wind chill. We're having a wind chill in the spring. Yep, that's happening right now. So that's lovely, right? Wind chill in the spring, people. So yeah, about this car. You remember when I was going to get the bearings? No. What was I getting? I was getting something. Chain links, yeah. I went to Motion Canada, bought the chain links, and I was coming back on the highway doing 90, and you're hearing that chirping sound. And I was like, oh God, what the hell is that? What's breaking on my car now, frig sakes? Well, it turns out it wasn't the bearing. That noise wasn't the bearing. That noise was totally my freaking brake. The rear passenger side brake was slightly engaged. The mechanic took apart the caliper, re-greased it, resurfaced it, put it back together, and said whoever did your brakes didn't friggin' set them right and bleed them right or whatever. Basically, they weren't set right and they weren't serviced right. So they're staying partially on, and at low speeds you wouldn't notice, but when you get up to a certain revolution, you start hearing the chirping sound. He's like, you know, when you're going around 50, 60, 70 kilometers an hour, then it would start to make an annoying squeal until that part of the pad wore off. And he goes, and it wouldn't take too long. He goes, your pads are looking, he goes, they're fine, there's meat on them. He goes, but you can tell that they have uneven wear. So like just around the edges on the one side. And he's like, it won't really do much. He goes, you can easily make it to London and back. And he goes, as far as all the rest of the noises in the car, he goes, that's chopped up to that Chinese suspension you put into it. Which, you know, I'm well aware of. Like, the suspension in this car is shit. I put shit into it and I'm getting shit out of it. And he's like, oh yeah, he goes, this car here, he goes, if you'd ever get it undercoated again, it'd probably last you to the 10 years. He goes, I don't see anything wrong with it. He goes, you've been keeping up on your oil changes and everything else, so the engine should be fine. He goes, you just got to make sure that you don't need to do any evasive maneuvers, because they watch my videos and they know I say that. He's like, because your suspension's really squishy in the front. He goes, theoretically, if you were to get this car certified, I couldn't certify it without putting new struts in the front. He goes, but you're already driving the car, so who gives a shit, right? And I'm like, fuck, well, I don't want to lose control and, you know, run over a family. I'm like, fuck. And he's like, oh no. And he goes, that won't happen. He goes, it's just going to sound really annoying and clunky and bumpy. He goes, everything's still intact. He goes, it's just, the only problem is when you turn the wheel, it makes that noise, and it's exactly what I thought it was. The bearings don't have any grease in them, or they're just shit. So, he said, it's not a big deal. You can easily make the trip. Easily make the trip. So, I'm just waiting for payday tomorrow, which is going to be nice. Pay off all my bills, see how much cash I have left over, and see if it's financially able to make a trip to London. I usually don't buy anything when I'm there. Like, I don't go out souvenir shopping or anything. The only thing I ever buy is beer, and that's about it. And I already talked to the bloke and I said, listen, I understand you stopped drinking because it's helping you lose weight, not because he's an alcoholic like some of you thought. Like, I would never drink around an alcoholic. That's fucking rude. Just like I'd never expect someone, well, not anymore, but back in the day when I was allergic to peanuts, I'd never expect somebody to, you know, fucking eat peanuts right beside me. It's not that I like them, it's that they could kill me. And with alcohol, it's kind of sort of the same thing. It's not an allergy, it's an addiction, but it's still fucking bad, right? So, like, if he was a recovering alcoholic, yeah, I wouldn't drink around him. I'm not a fucking asshole like that. But he's not a recovering alcoholic. He quit drinking beer because, let's face it, all beer does is add weight on. It's the reason why the rest of my body looks fine, except for I got this fucking basketball wedged where my food goes, you know? I look pregnant 24/7, 365. So you want to hear something real dickish? Remember how I commented on the 5-day vlog about, fuck, was my signal light? Oh, did I burn out my signal light again? Or did I just forget to use it? Am I starting to follow in the old man's footsteps? Anyway, I mentioned that they were short-staffed during the day because one guy called sick twice. He called in sick on Tuesday, Wednesday, and he has Thursday, Fridays off like I do. Well, he was late 2 hours to work last Wednesday because his dad was in the hospital, and he went to go and spend time with him, which I don't blame him for. Well, I found out from Bruce the other night that his father passed away. Okay? My boss fucking reamed him out for being 2 hours late for work. And he tried to explain it to him, and the boss just wouldn't let him get a word in edgewise. So he ended up losing his fucking cool. And the moment I heard he lost his cool, it's like, obviously there's something really bad going on in his life right now. And the boss needs to chill his fucking tits a little bit. And I just found out that his father passed away, so obviously he was in critical condition. So that really sucks. And I fucking hope they don't go, okay, well, we don't have enough staff to do this shit, so we're gonna have to pull Adam off vacation, because I'm just not gonna answer my phone ever. Like, ever answer my phone. Because honestly, I got things to do. I haven't even started on the stump, and that fucker's got to come out. I'm thinking about if I go to Blokes, if everything works out. If I go to Blokes, then I'm going to tackle it when I get back. Yeah, I'm going to tackle the stump when I get back, and if I don't go to Blokes, then this weekend I'm going to bang out the stump. Or maybe sooner than that. Like, I don't know. We'll see what we get into, because the stump is the major player that needs to fucking get laid out. We should go to the Dollar Tree after. I like that place. Get some pretty good shit in there for fuck all. So let's see how much this is going to cost me first. I want the Frenchman Park. I call this Frenchman parking, where you pull through and it makes it look like you have pro backup skills, but you totally fucking don't. Okay, I'm gonna run inside and grab my shit. So I need 4 big bolts, 6 little bolts, and a belt. You know, I'm out, I just went to the Dollar Tree there and picked some shit up. Need a new oven mitts and a new whisk and other things and stuff, and they had an Android dock for my phone, so I was like, $1.25, it'd be nice to stab my phone on a stand and be done with it. I'd have to fuss around looking for the cable all the damn time. Bud, tell me you're watching, otherwise I'm getting T-boned. Oh fuck. We almost got forwarded, boys. But yeah, friggin' crappy tire. I got the belt. I go over there and I talk to the guy and I'm like, listen, it's basically you guys had a tool here that you use. You stretch the belt across, it tells you which one to buy. Oh, we never had a tool like that. I don't know what you possibly could be talking about and stuff. And I'm like, you had it last year when I was in here. You had it like 6 months ago when I was in here. You still have it. Oh, no. I'm like, well, here it is. And I move out, like they had safety vests beside it. So I moved the safety vests out of the way, and there it was. And he was like, oh, well, do you know how to use this thing? And I'm like, this isn't your department, is it? He goes, well, yeah, it is. And I'm thinking, right then I'm thinking to myself, holy fuck. Let's get a guy who doesn't know the difference between a hex nut and a wing nut. Let's put him in a department full of hardware and just let him have at her. Fucking just brutal. So I basically found the right belt. Told him just to head on out. I didn't need his help anymore. I found the tool. He hung around to see how to use it. Rex taught me how to use it last year. And yeah, got a new belt. Sizes meet up. Looks a little shorter than the old belt. Not a lot, but a little bit. But it could be that the old belt just stretched because it's dilapidated and junk. Keep in mind, this is the belt that goes on the tractor's bottom pulley and wraps around and drives the two pulleys on the deck, so that we can get maximum freaking grass cutting speeds. As for the pulley itself, they didn't have anything in there, but I managed to straighten it out last night a lot in my vise. So I love using vices for stuff they're not meant for. Like, a lot of people use their vise to hold something while they beat it, or hold something while they cut it and stuff. Well, you can also use your vise to straighten metal. Like when Rex gave me, like last year I think it was, when we went tractor romping, and I bent my tie rod, and Rex gave me this like fucking super long lag bolt to basically weld to my my tie rod. But the thing was basically arced like a bow and arrow, you know what I mean? I'm like, come on bud, I'm letting you in, fuck. Are you coming in, bud? Jesus, fuck, you drive a Toyota so you're automatically an idiot? My apologies. But yeah, so I managed to get the right belt. As for fasteners, well, I'm gonna have to rig something up, because Canadian Tire, I swear somebody went in there and bought everything I needed, because they didn't have any of the right fastener. I got the ones to secure the actual guy down. I don't have the ones, well, I don't have the right ones, I don't think, to bolt down the plastic cover on the belt. So one of two things are going to happen. One, we're not going to run with that cover, which is probably dangerous. Or two, we're going to run with the cover, but we're going to friggin' rig it to make it work. Using cotter pins and shit. If we have to. I have no problems rigging things, as long as it works. So, like, can't be dangerous as fuck. When I think my car is a dilapidated piece of cheese, right? I wish I had my watch on so I could have recorded this derelict looking Volkswagen Golf. My goodness. Okay, buddy's driving it. Sounds like he's dragging the whole bottom end of his car. All you hear is like metal on metal. He turns the wheel and it sounds like a squeaking door on a haunted house opening up. Like, it was brutal. So, yeah. My car, godlike. Compared to that freaking dilapidated, that thing should have been pulled off the road. Shouldn't even be on the road with that. It's friggin' just nasty. Like, I'm driving this car right now and it's not giving me any problems. I got the clunk, clunk, clunk when I turn the wheel, but what do you expect, eh? It's fucking struts are shot. But that guy, when he turned the wheel, everybody at Canadian Tire knew he was turning the wheel. Like, it was that loud. And I wish I had my smartwatch on me, because it's times like that where I don't bring because I don't bring the camera into the store with me. They don't like that kind. It gets them upset. You know, you risk them getting, you know, you catch a manager on a bad day doing that, and all of a sudden they're taking your picture and they're putting you at the register saying this guy's banned from our premises for a year. And it kind of sucks when that happens and you live in a small town, right? Because you kind of gotta need to go places to buy shit. So if I son of a bitch with the watch, it doesn't look as inconspicuous, and it's not too bad. Well, in my head anyway. So I bought myself an iced tea to go with barbecuing tonight. I friggin' love iced tea. I should make my own. It's not that hard. It's just lemons and tea and ice and probably some sugar. Probably some sugar. Should totally make my own iced tea.
Cause I'm all out of beer, and that's okay, bitch. I'm probably not gonna drink till I go down to Bloke's house.
Actually, Bloke doesn't care if I drink at his house. In his words exactly, go ahead, you're gonna get fat. You know, he doesn't even sugarcoat it. Go ahead, you're the one who's gonna get fat. Well, no, bro, I'm not gonna get fat. I am fat, so fuck, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Oh, go down there, hang out, and come back here and spend a week smacking at a fucking stump. Sounds like a good way to end my vacation. I got a week plus 4 floaters left. My next week vacations is in August, and then I got 4 floaters that I can burn at any given time. So have to see what it's gonna be, and deedly-dee. Anyway, I'm almost home, guys. I'll check in with you when I get there. Do you see something missing? Barbecue. Guess Bruce came and got the barbecue while I was out. Awesome. But I bought some go-to snacks, onion rings. Fuck, I love onion rings. Got myself a new whisk. Need that for making scrambled eggs. Finally got some new oven mitts because Scampers destroyed my last pair. This is the iPhone, or the dock for the Android. It says on the back, charge and sync. Sync and charge your Android, Samsung, Motorola, LG, HTC, Sony. Easy access to a USB port and fits micro USB. Great for transferring your photos. You know what? It was $1.25. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I hope it works, because that'd be awesome. Oh yeah, and I bought some more dish soap so I can finish my cleaning up my mess, because I ran out last night, frig sakes. Alrighty guys, I'm here in the sleeping quarters, and I got a fan blowing on my crotch for some reason. It's Star Trek on the friggin' laptop, that's why I fell asleep too. Anyway, let's take a look at this thing. Wow, ain't that straight out of China, eh? Yup, one-piece molded plastic. Oh my goodness. Literally, I think they just ran a USB cable inside and stuck it through, hot glued the back end. Well, first off, let's see if my phone will sit on it. Why, yes it does. Alright, let's plug it in and see if it blows up. Well, I plugged her in, it's all plugged in, and the phone is charging. Lovely. That's going to be awesome for charging my phone at night, but right now it doesn't need a charge. Fuck, she on there good. That's going to be a pain in the cock. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for the vlog today because we're running long, and I don't want to do another super long vlog like last time. So tomorrow's video is going to be working on that mower deck, probably. But as for today, I'm shutting her down, so big time thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment as always. Remember when we used to say rate, comment, and subscribe? Like rating, because it was a 5-star shit, and now it's just like a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Well, give me a thumbs up. And until next time, people, we're thumbs down. Keep on vlogging.